Hi.
Yeah, it is on there. Wait, what were we just saying?
We were talking about San Francisco being broken.
Oh, San Francisco is broken, and the funny thing about it is the people, not even San Francisco's perception. No, it's a little has to adapt. But not even the fact of San Francisco's changing itself, people's perception. I think BuzzFeed just did a video where like if you were dating a city, what would it be? And they had like a typical Oregon person, they had a typical like LA person, and then when they had a San Francisco person, instead of being like groovy hating Ashbury, they had a guy on a tech call saying, "Hey, okay, we're gonna get this business through," and like
it's true.
So people's perception is.
Sitting in on another meeting right now, big time investor, Series A stuff. I'm gonna have to call you back, all right? So, what startup do you work at?
Do you have any hobbies or anything?
I have to go to the bathroom.
And I worry about Australia as well, you know, like we're going very right wing at the moment.
Australia, well, we have Trump as a potential presidential candidate.
Oh yeah,
running, because the girls from Pussy Riot said something the other day. I think I feel better when we.
You know, in Australia, we just think like Trump is a joke. Like we can't actually believe that he's your candidate.
And well, the funny thing about it is the girls from Pussy Riot are like, do you know Putin was a joke too, and no one thought he would actually be, like, actually elected.
He's going to be.
You're doing sculptural. All right, so I'm gonna announce what we're doing here. I'm in the bathtub, and I haven't done a bathtub interview in a really long time because I was afraid I was gonna be like the bathtub guy.
Yeah.
With singer, performer, artist Brendan Maclean from Australia.
Hello. Hi.
From Australia.
Yeah.
But you live in New York City, right?
No,
or
not
is that not
anymore.
true?
Not anymore. I just got put in a musical in Australia, so I'm back there.
So you're in Australia.
But I was just living with the wonderful Stephen Oremus. Stephen, thank you for saving my life. Who did MD for Wicked and Book of Mormon, and
I'm just getting the.
I got suds in your eyes, babe.
I know, I got suds in my eyes. I always have white things flying into my face. I just don't know what it is about my face. Okay, so you were giving Stephen a shout out.
Yeah, Stephen a shout out. I mean, there's so many wonderful people who. It's a musician thing.
Yeah.
Like we all have to look after each other.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know, like I end up sleeping on couches. But you know, I have all these. I call them, you know, my angels.
Yeah.
Who save me, and they know when I need to be looked after.
It's true.
Welcome to the bath, take 2.
It's hard to position yourself in here because it kind of makes you come in together. So it's really a bonding experience. And like myself, I like to welcome people to San Francisco by washing them off.
Thank you so much.
It's actually, I should have my bathtub interviews on your day you leave because people feel dirty when they leave San Francisco.
Good. Yeah, I know.
All right, so what are you up to? You are in San Francisco right now, but what are you working on? Unfortunately, this isn't going to come out before your performance tomorrow night.
Oh, it's fine. It's sold out. We don't need that.
So...
Well, I'm here. I'm doing a performance at a wonderful local venue called Oasis. And you know what? I wasn't going to do a gig, and I was just going to do a little gig in like a lounge room or something like that. But, you know, the locals were like, get out of your house, Brendan.
Yeah, do something we want to see, because how often have you been to San Francisco?
Once. Just once, with the wonderful Sean J. Wright.
And was it a fly-through, too? You weren't like here for a week?
We're on top of that beautiful sheep. What's that?
Oh, I saw this. I thought this was the top of your penis.
I wish that was
the top of the duck.
I wish that was the top of my penis.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I came here with Stereogamous and Sean J. Wright, and we rocked out for Folsom Street, and it was wonderful. But this is my first show.
It's like premiering your solo performance.
Debut Brendan Maclean.
Yes.
DEBUT. So yeah, we're gonna, you know, get really, really close with people.
And do live performance. On your live shows, are you acoustic? Do you play, what instruments do you play?
I mean, I play piano and uke and guitar, and I mean, I think most of your viewers would probably know my music as like with backing track and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't like to perform like that. I like to perform with a piano and make it something that you get to walk away and go, well, I'm the only one that saw Brandon do it like that.
Right. It's not like, I'm going to sing off the track off my album, which is great too.
I mean, I can do that.
That's kind of good for like big performances or like club performances. So I'm looking forward to it. And what material are you going to be performing? Or do you perform live? Do you have new music?
Yes, I have new music that I'm going to play from my upcoming EP. But also songs that I've been a part of or that mean something to me. You know, there's songs like Leonard Cohen's Chelsea Hotel, which there's a line in it that says we are ugly but we have the music, and that for me is a song about songwriters.
It resonates with you.
Yeah, and no matter what like I do in my life, no matter how I look or how successful I am, at least I have lyrics to fall back on. At least I have that.
Is that a crutch? Because I think some of the
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's a crutch, but it's your lyric crutch.
Yeah, I mean, of course I get jealous of very successful performers and stuff like that. But I write my own music, and I hope I don't know if the queer community always values that. Ooh,
Yeah.
worrisome opinion.
I love this conversation. It's the.
I like
think
it's
the
steamy.
lens is getting foggy.
Hi, Foggy.
Actually, could you open that door?
Yeah, I can. We're getting a bit foggy in here.
Okay, we can just leave it open.
Yeah. Not too far.
So it doesn't autofocus. Oh, perfect. Maybe to unsteam.
Is there an unsteam button?
No, but we'll deal with it. It'll be.
Oh, there we go. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah, it's right in your face.
Welcome.
We can just leave it open.
Welcome to a steamy video at Accidental
Yeah.
Glare.
We can pretend this is a hot tub or steam room.
Yeah.
Video.
And can I ask you something in
Yes.
return?
Yes.
I mean, you and I kind of run our businesses in similar ways. We're both creative people, and we both have realized that, as creatives, you still need to pay the rent,
Right.
and you still need to have money to continue with your life.
Yes.
So you were talking the other day about, the different ways that people react online.
Right. Or what gets people to react.
And I know that I can post something funny or quirky or like oh my god, a sexy photo of me.
Or like, oops, my butt fell out of my
Oh my
pants.
God.
Oh my God.
But then when I post a song or something like that, suddenly you get like 10 likes. That's a good look.
No, it is good. You
I
have
mean-
good hair.
How...
You almost have a bubble cum shot in your eye.
I know.
Oh God.
But how are we gonna work against that?
Oh, because my gripe the other day was about I post a lot of content and I'll promote people and talk about LGBT rights and health, but those posts aren't the ones that get people to want to contribute. It's the posts that have these shirtless or naked men.
So I mean, is it our fault for...
Oh, you are so smart. You looked on the camera to make sure you were still in camera.
I am in camera.
Yeah.
Is it our fault for playing into that? Should we have been more stoic with our I'm going to deal with these 10 likes for longer and then build up that order? Is it our fault for doing that?
Well, it's a given, and I also said recently, it's funny you're asking me questions, because I gay bait as well, because I'll post, I know what gets likes, and I know what's going to bring people to the party, and so I will post pictures of shameless model shoots that have not safe for work in the title, hoping they'll come, and then when they're there, look around a little bit.
See the other content. And I find that with a lot of songs.
So I'm definitely a gay dating.
Yeah, and I find that with songs as well. When I release a song, for me, I've learnt that it's better to give people some context, better to tell all the story, as embarrassing as it is.
Yeah.
It's better to put it all out there.
Yeah. Because your music is so good. I want to be able to just put amazing artist puts out this thoughtful, provocative, personal song.
But you can't. You can't.
But
even when Stupid got on BuzzFeed, it was or when Winner got on it, it was artist gets naked in video.
Yeah.
And then the song was completely secondary.
Yeah. So Stupid was the video that I first learned about him. It's a video we'll put links to. It was 2011?
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
And it was nothing. We didn't have any views or anything, and then BuzzFeed picked it up and they liked the vid, and then bang, the next day it was 400,000 views.
Well, that's the funny thing. Also, when I'm doing a post, a lot of times the press release, they'll have photographs sent, press releases, gorgeous photos, really cool photo shoots. You do a lot of kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
But the thumbnail I will choose, I'll go through the whole 3-minute video, but I'll do a screenshot of the one time where you're shut up.
Yeah.
Because I know how that works. Unfortunately, so I don't know if that's buying into it or just...
But I hope that, when people watch this, they talk about that.
Because here we are, naked in the bathtub. And yes, we are naked, because a lot of people, that's everyone's question is, are you guys actually naked?
We are.
And I get accused of being the creepy interviewer,
It's my butt.
that was
The reason I'm doing this is because it's something I haven't done.
Yeah.
And no one's ever asked me to do an interview in a bathtub before, so why wouldn't I do that?
It's also funny because I think that
It is funny.
The questions that's so more funny than it is sexual, and the questions that I ask are the same questions I'd ask if we were like sitting on my couch or in the park.
But it's just like we're here like together in a bathtub.
It's an icebreaker.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
And I feel like we don't, Australian gay culture is very different to the gay culture.
I was going to ask you about the queer music scene in Australia. Is there a scene?
It's like me and one other guy.
Because there's also Troye Sivan from Australia.
Yes.
And of course, everybody doesn't know everybody, but he is a young, new, up-and-coming out gay artist that's really exploding.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's because he's not just like... Everyone in the headlines doesn't say, out artist Troye Sivan taking over America.
Yeah. I'm going to be like, I can't do that.
Who does that? Bianca Del Rio does that?
Troye Sivan.
I don't do it. I'm really bad at mouth things. I'm not good at like twirling my R's.
Connor Franta.
Can you twirl your R's?
Tyler Oakley.
Okay. I can't do it. I can't roll my R's, but what I do is I put it in my throat. I make a guttural sound.
Have you had Tyler in the bath yet?
No, I met Tyler.
He seems nice.
I met him years ago when at the Looking. We both were social media people on the season premiere of Looking. But that's
Did you like that show? I watched that show and I was like, wow, are we that boring?
I did, but it inspired me to do and create and produce a series that I'm working on right now.
Oh, okay.
That's like, it takes Looking and like rolls it in the dirt and puts some hair on its back.
Yeah.
Not so pretty, not so precious.
Here's what I love about Troye Sivan.
Who is from Australia.
Yes.
Australian.
Troye started his career by himself. And Troye spent his whole career talking to his fans and communicating with them constantly. And he did that for like 5, 6, 7 years.
Yeah.
And then when he decided to go to music, they all went, yeah, we believe in that too. Whereas pop artists usually try and go from the top down where they bombard you with this, you're all gonna like me. It's
Listen
not
to
about
me covering...
Yeah. But Troye never did that. Troye just kind of stuck to his guns and his fans, and he spends 24/7 replying. Like, you look at his reply list, and there's like 2,000 replies a day.
It's the interaction. That's something I don't do on YouTube. I upload things to YouTube and leave them there.
Yeah.
But some people have like a whole relationship and a
thing.
community.
I respect him a lot for that.
Well, it's also funny, like, there's musicians that work their whole life to try to get a bigger audience.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get there, sometimes they don't, sometimes they just work their whole life. But then there's some people that have something that goes viral, which is interesting, which immediately takes them from here to there, and then Alan puts them on the show, and they somehow get like a monopoly pass to go from here to there. And it's not everybody.
No. And I was very, I was lucky to be a part of The Great Gatsby. Yeah. With Leonardo DiCaprio and Baz Luhrmann.
Hey, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I was clip springer up on the organ. And that kind of changed a lot of my career as well.
Yeah.
Because I got to tour in Italy and Spain, and suddenly I was given this validation. And the funny thing is, I didn't play music any different from when I started to after.
Yeah.
I could win an award and I'd still play music the same.
Yeah. It's not like
It's not like it changed how I sound. It's
Did you get paid in exposure or money?
Thank you, Baz Luhrmann pays in money.
Because a lot of times things today are bartered with
exposure.
With exposure.
I know.
I understand that slightly, but it's.
But it did change my career because I was able to look at things in a different way.
Yeah.
And I had the exposure, I had the places, and so all I want to do now is write more honest lyrics.
Yeah.
I want to write lyrics about I slept with my first ever boyfriend the other day.
Like really?
Of like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And suddenly he liked poppers. And I was like, hey, you never used to like poppers. And I discovered all these new things, and it was the first time in my life that an ex didn't scare me. It was really a companionship that I knew would then last forever.
So this is a song you would write.
And then I got on the plane to San Fran and I wrote my first song that I'd written in a long time. And that's all I'd say to young songwriters is don't worry about trying to be provocative or trying to sell yourself from an angle. Just live some cool stories.
Well, it won't be authentic if you're trying to. If you get the idea and then you try to fit yourself into it, you need to have yourself
The best PR you can have for yourself is a good song.
Well, that's also what I say about the media stuff. Like, I know a lot of people these days, they try to make content to go viral versus they make content that goes viral. And I was a sucker of that for a while because I was like, okay, other YouTubers are doing this, this, and this, and this, and it doesn't work. You have to, you can't make something to go viral.
No. And everyone makes that mistake. Yeah. They want this video clip to go viral.
I know, our bubbles are completely gone. Oh, wait. Okay, so what?
Okay, right. So, what I mean, and all I would want singer-songwriters to take away from this is, live your life and stop trying to figure out how to sell it. Because that part is boring. Yeah. That part is very boring. And just get in a bathtub with someone. Fly to San Francisco for no particular reason. Go to a country you've never seen. Stop
being inspired and write songs about it.
Stop studying music and write music.
Whoa. Your song, video, it's my favorite. I played it for my husband. The one of it starts off kind of documentary like. You're sitting at a piano or something, Boyfriend.
Oh, Only Boyfriend. Yes, who I did with the very talented New York artist Lance Horn.
Maybe I'm your only boyfriend, not forever, but a substantial time. I'll keep you in mind on conclusion, satisfaction, pose for questions.
I listened to that 4 times today.
Thank you.
I like Stupid and I like their Tectonic video because you're shirtless in it.
But I mean, Only Boyfriend is.
But Only Boyfriend, really, I love that song.
It's a really honest song.
Yeah.
And the difference for that was, whenever somebody does an interview about, pronouns and stuff, they're so worried about the he's and the she's. And there's a song called Only Boyfriend, and that was in the title.
Yeah.
And so immediately nobody had to interview me about that. And I could just write a song about loving someone.
So you're in love with this person, and you've fallen in love with this amazing... So there's so many interesting words with gender these days, like gender fluid.
Oh, I know.
And the other thing that I'm always bringing up too, because it just seems to a lot of people that are very cool people these days, like sex positive.
Oh, sure. And I'm very gender fluid. I mean, the best, as I was telling you, the best phrase I've heard while being in San Francisco for a day is, I'm visiting my boyfriend's boyfriend's husband. And that made me so happy.
I need a chart.
I know. Like my boyfriend's husband. And I mean, I love that.
I need a chart and a dick pic.
Yes. And so beyond the, I'm so proud that young artists like Years and Years and Troye Sivan are using he's in their songs. Yeah. And they no longer have to lie.
Right.
But I would really like to write songs about, not being able to get it up in the morning, or, feeling uncomfortable with you fisting me because I'm not ready for that right now.
And I'm sorry I got poop on your hand.
I'm sorry I got poop on your hand because poop happens. Guys. Hashtag poop happens. That's this video now. I mean, it does. Me and my boyfriend used to keep a score.
And that'll be the titles of this video so I get likes. Hairy, naked, tattooed, bearded.
Poop happens.
Poop happens in a tub.
And it does. But
singer-songwriter poops in tub.
Good luck. Good luck cleaning that.
Yeah.
But all I want to do this year, my 20, what is it, 16?
I read a Facebook post that you were really honest about something you wanted to do, and I like that, because I like when artists just really give me, instead of being like #blast, you did something so I'll let you say what you're about to say. This year you want to take some time off and write music?
I just want to look at my lyrics and read them, and if they do not resonate with any kind of honesty, especially in the queer community.
Yeah.
Because I am writing for the queer community.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that about me. I am an artist for the queer community. I'm not a drag queen who is singing frantic pop songs at people.
Right. I'm diva music.
Yeah, that's not what I'm aiming for. It's, if anything, it's kind of like a Rufus Wainwright meets Sufjan Stevens.
Ooh, I like that.
And two people who are so dear to me, and who break your heart because they talk about that moment when you were so tired you couldn't even sit on your bed. You could only sit beside your bed and lean on it.
Yes, and then water fall down it and then collapse onto it. Who's that?
That's the moment. That's the Sufjan. That's the Rufus moments that break your heart. That's the Owen palette, and that's what my next challenge is. It's
like
not.
that.
I mean, let somebody else worry about charts. I just want to write a good song.
See, that is beautiful. And
Just wanna
my,
write a good
yeah,
song.
I want to inspire, I don't sing or any musical talent, but like I want, because I know so many good artists.
Could the next video be
Who put
like
the- no,
you
who put-
giving a song a go?
Someone actually on Facebook wrote something really smart today. And sometimes there's this like, what is it? Oh, I think my friend Matt Barracuda said something about the most unsuccessful people always write the most brilliant things or something like that. Because the most brilliant artists that I know, personally singing wise, are some of the most unsuccessful, as in like Facebook friends or followers.
Sure.
And
Because
so
they have nothing to lose.
I want queer artists to be known for their music.
Yep. Yep.
And I want your music to be talked about, and my friend Eric Hyman talked about, and
Yeah.
I want their music to be talked about. My friend Bobby Joe Valentine, shout out.
Yep. And what I think a lot of that will come down to is community.
Yeah. And well, there's so many artists. Also, I know popular artist musician Steve Grand, who struggles with that. And he had a post recently. He's like, I want to be known for my music, not my Speedo posts.
Yes.
And it's interesting because me as a gay guy, I'm like, I love your, I like his music, and I like your Speedo pictures too. But
Yeah.
if someone's gonna click on Steve Grand writes this beautiful love song, or Steve's dick shows in Speedo.
I know. But, I feel like we're queer and we are sexual beings.
Yeah.
We are sexual beings, and the great thing about being queer is we actually have conversations about sex.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
We should.
Yeah,
We
that's
should-
why sometimes
Yeah. We should
good,
keep,
bad.
should keep having conversations
Yeah.
about sex. We should keep being sexual towards each other. But, please continue to show your body no matter what you look like.
Yeah, it's tricky.
I'm a bit of a Cub Scout myself,
What's that?
Well, I'm not really into celery stick guys. Actually, abs turn me off.
Abs turn them off.
I'm sorry.
Abs has turned a lot of you guys on.
You can cancel your gym subscription, please.
Yeah.
I want. If the
Guy
guy's
next
too
door.
skinny, I just feel like maybe he doesn't know how to make good snacks.
And you like to snap. Yeah.
I like
Let's
to
jump
snack
into
on.
something fun. What do you do with your time off when you're not sitting?
I eat. I eat Italian food until I fall
snack.
over. I eat Italian food and have power bottomless mimosas until I can't stay awake anymore.
And grind and scruff for power buttons.
I don't have any apps on my phone.
Yeah.
I only have music on my phone.
Music?
Yeah.
Is it your full-time gig, or what do you do to
It
support
is
yourself?
now. It is my full
I'm
time.
just curious. That's always a question I feel like is slightly insulting. Like,
I'm very lucky because I got signed to Universal Publishing, so I can write for other people.
Yeah.
As well, so that pays my bills. But I also in Australia I'm doing
Yeah.
a musical at the
Yeah.
moment. I'm like 8 shows a week. 340 shows a year,
yeah.
and that supports my music career.
Sports my crack habit.
Exactly.
Your eyelashes right now are so pretty because they're wet and they're like big and full and like
you.
mascara filled.
Thank you. I'm like a beautiful cow.
So what's coming up for you? 2006.
2016.
Mention your goals.
I've got some new music
Just
coming
gigs,
out.
traveling.
Yeah. So I've got lots of new music coming out, which is
Good.
wonderful. That I've been writing with the same guy who did Tectonic.
Oh, good.
We wrote one last week in New York that I just know is like my next progression.
Awesome.
I've got 120 shows before June in Australia.
Really? So in Australia,
I do musical theatre. I do cabaret.
Okay. I was gonna say, are you like popular? You know what I mean? It's weird to say that about yourself.
I have a funny career because I hosted.
Are you well known?
I was actually more well known for my radio career as a radio host.
Okay.
So I don't know what your like indie alt radio station would be,
Yeah.
but like I was the host on that. Just on the weekends.
Right.
I don't think too
so
crazy.
you'd be recognizable the voice and the name.
Yeah. So people are aware of who I am in Australia, but that's why I kind of come here. Because I can play those songs and there's no pretense.
And you're like a special treat. We're like
Yeah.
all about our like what's American cheese. And
Yeah.
you come over and you're
I
like
come back.
you're like escargot.
Like you fill up my heart, America.
Wait, what's a
with grilled food?
what's a Aussie? Double play. Aussie specialty like food.
Oh.
What's Australia known for food?
Nothing. Pies.
What is their Oh, that's funny you say because my husband gets these
Beer?
frozen Australian pies in that he makes.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah,
They're good. You put some ketchup on that, and you are sober. Like you are back
But
in
it
your
like soaks
house.
the liquor up.
But I mean, we're mostly just drunk. They discovered that the Australian accent is built on a drunken British accent. That's the only yeah.
You're a drunken British accent? Because your Australian doesn't seem thick.
Well, we're
Australian.
convicts, you know.
Yeah.
We're just convicts. So we're English people plus booze,
Yeah.
and that's it.
I totally am like look as a photographer. I'm seeing you as a footer right now. But
Oh, thank you.
I'm like, oh, the fuzzy leg.
I know.
Side saddle.
You gotta, I mean, you gotta,
These love that. Hey.
gotta know your angles.
So desiring, questioning minds want to know: are you single? What's dating like for you? What's dating like for a musician on the road?
I mean, I'm pretty polyamorous about the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I have you know, a boyfriend in each country, really.
You're like a pilot.
I have like my Edinburgh boyfriend and my New York boyfriend and my Sydney boyfriend, and I think that's. I mean, I went through a relationship addiction for about 10 years and codependency, and kind of worked my way out of that through
Relationship dependency, like you were like a serial monogamous sort of, or
Yeah.
serial like.
Probably went about 12 years without being single.
I'm listening.
Where are you going? Come back to me. Come back. I'm so alone. I'm abandoned. Don't abandon me.
We have known each other for 2 hours, and now we have a codependent relationship,
Yep.
and we're going to be doing a new series where we go to couples therapy.
Yeah, and I'm chained to you at all times, otherwise I'll cry. But no, I went with that.
Which I love because I hate being alone.
I mean, I hate being alone too. I think as a musician on the road, I
Yeah.
live in hotel rooms. I haven't had a house for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
You know, I only live in hotel rooms.
How old are you?
28.
Okay.
I turned 28 3 days ago. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. You do have soft, supple skin.
Thank you. I bathe in milk every day.
Goat's milk.
But I feel like
I bathe in goat's blood.
I feel like this touring relationship thing is really lovely because I've learnt to appreciate the relationships in the small
Yeah.
portions of time I get.
Yeah.
So maybe I know I'm going to be in Edinburgh for a month. That's all I get. And so I kind of,
So you make it.
yeah, I make it and I give myself to that person and then I just kind of go, hey, thanks.
I think that's all lovely, but I bet you broke some hearts.
I mean, they broke mine as well,
But
so...
you being open and honest is just... And I'm sure there's people out there being like, why are gay people
I mean,
always having sex and just being sluts?
I mean, like, sex is a human thing and we all have sex. And, you know, like, gay marriage is for straight people. Like, I don't really believe that we need to give ourselves to one person for any length of time. It doesn't help. I mean, like, if you feel good with someone, you feel good with them. And if you don't, and if you want to fuck someone else, then that's just your body
Yeah.
wanting that. It doesn't mean you love anyone any less, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sure, like, monogamy could be I feel like monogamy is more like a survivor challenge. Like, how long can you go
Can you make
before
it to
you're...
the 39th day without
Yeah.
putting your dick in someone's pie hole?
Yeah, before, you know, you upset your partner.
Right.
But instead, maybe you could just sleep with that person with your partner and
Yeah.
have a great night.
That's expanding. I see that really slowly, like a lava flow that kind
Yes.
of just slowly moves. It's
And that's-
happening, but it's slowly moving. My ideas of the subject change
All the
still,
time.
because I have an idea of what I feel like I should think and what I think,
Yeah.
and someone have to meet in the middle.
I think it should be fluid all the time because there are going to be years in your life where you want to be monogamous. There are going to be years where you just want to be with one person, and that's security, and that's love, and that's can be deeply kinky and
Yeah.
exciting. You know, when you're just with one person for a long time, then
It's like you're it.
whew, you can get pretty fucking exciting. You can get crazy.
Yeah.
And-
well, it can, or it can get boring and dull.
Exactly. And I think all relationships go in different ways. But you have to respect each and every person and let them go because we're all going to die. We're all going to be gone.
That is the one thing I said the other day to someone that got depressed because I was talking about LGBT seniors,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of opened up the discussion with people. I'm like, well, the one thing we have in common is we're all going to die.
Yeah.
And they're like, they wanted me to say something. We all have red blood that runs through our veins. And I was like, we're all dying pretty much now.
Yeah.
So,
See us in this bath?
Death.
We're both going to die.
and our toenails are going to keep growing, and we're going to poop ourselves after we die.
Yeah.
Because I hear that people do that when they die. They
It all comes out. It all comes out in the bathtub in the end.
Okay, so who is Brandon Maclean listening to these days musically?
Oh, I'm still listening to Papa Rufus Wainwright. It's hard not to.
Do you know Papa Rufus Drainwright?
Drain.
Do you know Papa's Rufus Drainwright?
He took me through a walk through Central Park once to cheer me up, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I felt like shit about my career,
And he was,
and he was just around the corner, and he said, "Why don't you come for a walk?"
yeah.
And so he took me for a walk through Central Park, otherwise, you know, I'm listening to Years and Years, a young queer band from the UK, who I absolutely
know the music
adore, and they're making incredible pop music, and they're really exciting. And otherwise, you know, of course, the Queen, Robin. I pay my dues to Robin every day.
She's grown on me. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta love those Icelandic people and the Swedes.
Yeah.
You got
There's something in the Icelandic water for sure. Okay, so we talked earlier, and this may be the last thing we talked about because we've talked about it a lot. But we're talking about like, what do you think about like out queer gay artists?
I've got like a monobrow today. I'm sorry, everyone.
I like money brows.
Mono, wow.
Uno, wow.
It's me. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm really sorry.
That's okay. People always ask me about my chest hair because it's light and so it never shows up.
People keep asking about my pubes. I just say, like, grow your pubes, everyone.
Oh yeah, that's something we could agree on.
Grow your pubes. That is my hashtag for this.
Yes.
That is the photo.
I was a massage therapist for many years, and so like 12 years, and so I saw so many different body shapes, sizes, whatever, and different levels of manscaping. There's so many times people destroyed their body because, and whatever, do what you want.
Do what you want with your body, but like, I'm a lazy motherfucker.
Give me the 70s bush any day of the week.
I'll get my face in there. I want your pubes to exfoliate me. That's what I want. You know, like people ask me how my skin is so good. Pubes. That's what it is.
So that is what we have to offer. If you sign up to my Patreon page today, I promise you that Brandon will
grow my pubes.
Brandon will exfoliate your face with his pubic hairs.
I will. I promise.
Okay, this is the last thing. We're talking about artists today, and I don't know if you want to bring it up again, but you were talking about artists like Sam Smith, who's widely popular around the world, and how you said in an interesting way how you feel about him and how he avoids being a voice and he doesn't add anything to the conversation.
Okay, don't you say it because then it'll be... Okay, so here's what I said. I believe there are a few pop artists out there these days in the queer community who are leaning on us. They're leaning on queer, but they're not actually engaging in it. They don't want to. It's like popular female artists who don't want to say they're feminists. You know, but if you are a gay artist and you want to make money off me, then add something to the conversation. But just say something brave. Like, what are you gonna do to your career? Like, every pop artist lasts like 5 years and then they're pissed off. Like, that's it. They're moved on, and we'll all forget who Sam Smith is when the next gay artist comes along. So, you know, if I ever had a fucking hit, I just want to say something with it, and you know, scare heterosexual people. Like, we're different, and we are weird.
To the heterosexual, because only
like forget that gay is. Oh, I'm gay. I'm just like you. I'm not like you, and I'm not like anyone. I'm strange and queer and fabulous, and I just want every artist who gets the opportunity to be that famous to like be sitting next to Katy Perry, you know, like slap a dildo on your arm and suck on it at the AMAs. Like, be different. Be your fabulous weird self.
What if Sam Smith really is just that boring?
Oh, well then, honey, go and sing in a church, and I don't want to hear another thing off you.
Interesting point of view, Well, it is interesting because the things that I've heard of him, it's usually just stuff like he's seen with a man, you know, it's boring gay stuff, like, not like, Sam Smith had to go into surgery to get his asshole sewed back together because they got a gangbang at an orgy this weekend.
That's what I want to hear, and if that ever happens to me, I will tell you. You know, if you ever come to a gig of mine and my voice is a bit hoarse, it's because I've been sucking too much cock the night before. And you know, that's not great. Like, buy me some lozenges, guys. That's all I need.
It is funny to have this honest, open conversation, which is
like I'm signed to Universe. Like I'm signed to Universe.
Yeah, and you aren't trying to be provocative. You're not like Lady Gaga wearing a meat dress. No. These are discussions that I have with people, and this is also how I'm trying to make my web series, like just very honest, real conversations about poop and sex and buttholes and
at the same time, you know, while I'm talking about all these things, I want you to dance to the music. I want to set up a Xanadu for you. I want to create your space of ecstasy and dancing, and I want you to be able to take.
And you've done that,
already.
You know, we'll put links for the music.
I want you to dance to Stupid. I want, you know, the opening lyric of that is, "If you weren't so stupid, I could have loved you," and that was.
If you weren't so stupid.
That's it. You should just cover.
And your moves were good. I showed on your moves earlier. That was what got me the most.
Thank you.
And that weren't just like just all like hip hop.
But we all dance like that,
Yeah.
and we all feel.
You were
like
having
that.
fun dancing. You were like,
Yeah.
It's funny.
What I think that a lot of people forget when they're making music is that when music started, we used to use the phrase playing music. And in big capital letters should be the word play. I'm playing music. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I'm just being silly. If it doesn't make me laugh, if it doesn't make me cry, I'm not going to release it. And I'm really sorry that sometimes I'm pop and sometimes I'm folk and sometimes I'm classic, but it's going to happen because I'm a human being with different emotions. And I don't just write one sound for my whole life. You know, they're all different emotions I have, and so there are all different songs inside.
Tomorrow
of me.
he may be fucking punk rock because he's angry.
It's gonna happen.
That's what I want. That's what I missed a little more. So you're in America. You're here in America, and I hope you got a good hot dog and some apple pie.
I do, baby.
Are there any other states? I saw comments on Facebook that LA people want you to come visit.
I know.
Right now you're
so
not going to be there, right?
I hate performing live, honestly.
Yeah? That's interesting because some people love it or they hate it. Or...
Well, I can't stand. I'm more of the seer kind of angle. I would rather you just came to my house and I'll sleep with you and play you a song. Is that okay? And you can just come to my house and you know, we can fuck and I'll play you a song on the piano.
And a towel after you washed off.
Exactly.
Dirty t-shirt.
While you're falling asleep. You
want them to stay, not go.
Hey, you can stay over because
Depends.
I understand you need places to sleep, guys. Like, let people stay over.
I want you to write...
Let your grinder dates sleep over. Come on. Give them a break.
To write a song about right after the moment after you both come.
Oh yeah.
Where everything changes and then like
it's this.
You're
It's
finding something to wipe off, and then you're in the kitchen microwaving a frozen burrito,
and then
he's checking his phone.
Slow motion kind of. Oh, you're still.
Oh, okay. And then from like passionate kissing it turns to like.
Mwah.
All right.
So good to see you. I'll hit you up on nothing.
On LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn.
On Google Plus.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
All right, so we're gonna jump right back in. Say goodbye, probably.
Yeah.
What do you know what your next song is that's gonna be coming out? Next performance?
Yep. My next song is called Hugs Not Drugs or Both. And it's a very drug positive song. And it's pretty much about, you know, in Australia weed is legal in no way.
Oh,
and in no way at all. Like you cannot have like your little Grammy bag in your pocket.
Yeah, that's funny because everyone here just has their medical marijuana.
Why do you think I flew here on my holiday? Give me those macaroon edibles, baby.
Yeah.
And so it's just a song about consenting adults choosing what they want to do with their life, and that's my next song.
Is it gonna accompany a video?
Oh yeah.
Which I asked that because that's also.
It's all about video clips.
Well, you have to be.
I'm bringing back the video clip, man.
Well, you have to because like a lot of times if someone just releases a song to share on SoundCloud,
it's gone.
But if you put a video to it, boom.
And I'm all about a video clip.
BuzzFeed.
Like I want to be your Michael Jackson video, your Madonna video. I just make a statement, make it hang around for a bit longer.
Well,
but so I mean, I put all my stuff up on Bandcamp for free.
And you're independent. Well, you have a label.
Yeah.
Which is unusual, I think, for some people.
Yeah. But I mean, the reason I put it up there for free is because I had a wonderful like Kickstarter when I started my career, and I don't believe I got enough shoes.
Yeah.
I got enough coats.
Yeah.
You can have my fucking 3-minute song for free. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it because I think they're crap. I just think people deserve free music.
Yeah.
But I have a Patreon page. I use all of that, and
good.
I pay the rent, and I don't have to bus tables and stuff. I just do it.
That's amazing. I mean, that's brilliant. In that struggle, you probably create some great music.
Oh, exactly.
Don't ever become famous because you're gonna start writing shit music.
Exactly. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep having baths with people.
Follow him. Where should people follow you? Best.
Just tweet me, Maclean Brendan.
Maclean Brendan. Tweet.
Yeah,
We'll be keeping up because Accidental Bear is
first thing, jump on the Patreon.
You.
Support Accidental Bear, please.
It's so funny.
This man has supported me for 3 years.
And that is my biggest goal, and I don't know if people will know, like, my biggest, it's just really to promote the shit out of people. And people don't actually understand that I get a lot of requests to promote stuff, but I don't promote everything. Promote everything.
Oh, he's got promo shit on his table. People are sending. Bette Midler has some CDs out here.
Well, people don't know how big I am. It's the influence, but seriously,
you need to support Bette Midler. She's struggling.
Well, I want to support. There's people Yeah, like Bette Midler, who is.
Has anyone ever farted in a bathtub interview?
No.
Oh my god, I
You're
should
just
have.
about to. I thought one was about to happen.
I was thinking about it. No, it's fine. It's fine. One day though, we'll come back when I'm more famous and I'll just fart all over you.
And that's when I'll have an office.
Yeah.
And because that's really the only thing I'm working. I really want to be the #1 LGBTQ resource
Fart website.
fart.com website. Alright, I think that is probably a good spot to end.
I love you so much. And can I just say while the camera's rolling, thank you
Yes.
so much for supporting me over the years.
Oh my god, I
It
do
means a lot to me.
forever.
I feel very. I did feel very lost as a young queer artist in Australia. I felt like the rest of the world would never ever hear me, and the amount of people that have commented on my YouTube clips that Accidental Bear sent me to that clip,
Yeah.
it really made a difference to my career. So thank you.
Well, I love it. Keep doing good music because I like to promote
Mwah!
people doing good music and then people that I know is going to get a lot of clicks.
Yeah,
It's
hit
about
me.
With all that you find.
I know there's no worry about those split splash.
I know it's wet now.
Okay, so here.
You don't want